Hi, I'm Keong, and you're watching Razor Active on Razor TV. Now, today we have invited soccer fan club members from Razor for a Razor Active Mouth Off on what? Very, very simple. English Premier League. Which just started last month, so it's still early in the season, yes, but we can have with us representatives of the Big Four from the Premier League football clubs, to just tell us how they feel about the upcoming season. Okay, let's start from the left. On my right. On my right, we have Garfield.
Hi.
40 years old, Liverpool supporter since the 80s.
40.
40 years old? Exactly.
You're lying about his age.
So, what's your most memorable moment for supporting a club?
My most memorable moment is, of course, 2005 when we were 3-0 down. We come back 3-all, and we won the penalty, and
A miracle.
that's a miracle.
Miracle.
A miracle.
That's an excellent,
Yes.
excellent match. I was there too. So, okay, anyway, next we have Calvin.
Hello.
He's Arsenal fan. When have you started supporting Arsenal?
I think it was 89 when we won the league from Liverpool. 2-1 last game of the season.
Oh.
Yeah, we started from then, yes.
Oh.
Then the next season we buy Michael Thomas.
Just to make sure it doesn't happen
Yeah.
again, right?
Well, on to my left we have Shawa, Manchester United fan, very happy man for the past 2 years. Can you tell me who's your favorite Manchester United player of all time?
It's got to be Wazza, man. Wayne Rooney. Wayne Rooney is the man. He's the heart and soul of United. Running
Why
around.
Wayne Rooney instead of maybe George Best or
Eric
Brian
Cantona.
Robson? Eric
For
Cantona?
one, I'm not that old, so in recent memory, it's got to be
Glory
Wayne.
Hunter.
Oh,
All I remember
man.
is the last 3 years.
But Wayne Rooney really typifies how United plays, the spirit, the energy. Never die. Never say die.
Yeah.
Never say
All right. And finally, we have Luke. And I heard that he's in the music industry.
Yes.
Mm.
Nice.
And naturally, he's a Chelsea supporter. When have you started supporting Chelsea?
I started following Chelsea in the early 90s. Unfortunately, we weren't the sort of powerhouse that we are now then. But you go along to a game, you kind of get hooked in, and from then on, Chelsea fan all the way.
Excellent. All right, so we have gathered the people to talk about this, and you have me. I'm a part-time, die-hard Liverpool critic.
Oh, that's
Okay.
absolutely shocking.
All right, let's. Before we start our discussion, maybe it's time to have a look at the Premier League table, just to have just to know how things have gone for the past month. Can we have the Premier League table?
Guess who's top?
We don't have the Premier League table.
Who's
For
top?
now,
So
for
anyway-
now.
Anyway, I know the Premier League table. Top of the league, Chelsea,
With?
with Liverpool.
Yeah.
Third, not Man U.
Hey, we've got one game in hand, man.
Manchester City.
Right?
Yes, they do have one game
Yeah.
in hand.
I know my
And fourth, but not last,
The sexy football
I'm
boys.
going to have to beer for that.
Fourth. That's where it is.
Okay.
For now.
At the same time, we might have some comments coming in, so we will keep you updated on the comments that come into the Razor TV. But let's start with last year's champions, Manchester United. Excellent season last season. But from last season until now, one person has dominated all the talk, and that must be Cristiano Ronaldo. What are your feelings towards him now that he said that he is a slave, he wants to dream move to Real Madrid? What are your feelings for him now?
Well, I mean, I can't fault him for last season. 42 goals is phenomenal from anyone, especially from right wing. So he has done his part last season, and of course there's a whole transfer window where United fans had to spend, waiting, wondering will he or won't he. But yeah, he's actually sort of repented in the last few weeks. So we'll see. He has to earn his respect.
Have you ever felt betrayed by his
Yeah, a little bit.
comments?
I was actually quite a big Ronaldo fan, but yeah, it's a little bit hurting.
So
But
now he's a Wayne Rooney fan.
Especially when you take into
now you know
consideration when he was taken to Manchester United, he was nothing more than a one-trick pony, who never mind the big games, in regular games, never delivered. And Alex Ferguson turned this boy into arguably last year the best footballer in the world. I think when the European Footballer of the Year award came up,
about that.
no one would argue. I mean, Torres, phenomenal impact on the season. But Cristiano Ronaldo, from midfield, scoring this many goals, winning so many games for them.
yeah,
And I think this is a true reflection on the way the modern game is going now. Where, you've got a young boy who's signed on a 5-year contract. It means nothing. He flaunts himself to Real Madrid. Oh, yeah,
you can't remember last time a right winger scored 42 goals.
Has it ever happened?
Nah, I don't think so.
It's better than George Best.
He beats every
Yeah,
record.
I think
if you watch the videos, you got to say he might not be better than George.
No,
Best.
he isn't, but he's
That's
developed
stretching
in a
it.
modern game. I mean, you've got to remember, this is like why a lot of people, I was obviously not a Manchester United fan, but a football fan. People chastising Wayne Rooney.
Yeah.
But Wayne Rooney gave a lot of his game away to benefit Cristiano Ronaldo. And the same with Liverpool. Cow.
Quite like
People would say, he's not scoring the goals, but you look how many of Torres' goals he was involved in. So he sacrificed his goal scoring to give Torres the mantle to score the goals. I just think it's
I
disappointing.
just got one question. Would you trade Torres for Ronaldo?
Never.
Nah,
No way.
No way.
I'm absolutely sure of that.
Yeah.
That would have been.
I would
the
give
trade
you
of the
Iboe, and I will take him.
No,
any
but
day.
back to the Ronaldo thing. I mean, the thing that hurt me more. I mean, someone who plays football myself and having a proper football education. The loyalty is dead these days in the game. So that kind of hurt also.
I think from the fans' perspective,
Yeah.
when you take into consideration, you ask any Manchester United fan, you ask any Liverpool fan, any Arsenal fan, Chelsea, never mind the big four, any player, any person, what they'd give to put their team shirt on and run out on that pitch to play for represent their club. They wouldn't even talk about money. It'd be a dream. But these players, I don't know if they're being badly advised or they're crazed by money, but I think it's the way
Probably a bit
it's
of
the modern game, unfortunately.
I say it's the agents, man. I say it's the agents.
But
That's
now,
causing all this.
but now you have Cristiano Ronaldo with you, still with the team. You still have Wayne Rooney in the team. You still have Carlos Tevez. And now you added...
Berbatov!
The laziest waste of money.
Now, how do you feel about him? He's also said, I want to pursue my dreams, and he left Spurs because of that. And do you feel that he will be as loyal, or would it be even more... will leave once a better offer comes in from a richer club?
I'll give him a benefit of doubt. He hasn't.
Is there a richer club?
Yeah.
So they'll
We ain't Spurs for one, we're United, so...
Not as much as us, all right, for the record.
But we'll see when the match next week.
Yeah.
Berbatov play Anfield. We'll see whether because the pressure will be on his shoulder.
For me, Berbatov, the question with Berbatov is motivation. And if reports are true, the week prior to his obviously inevitable move to Manchester, he wasn't even training with Tottenham anymore. When Chelsea played Tottenham, he didn't even go to the game.
He didn't play.
He didn't even go. He didn't even travel with the team. And that's what
was left
prompted Woodgate, the
So
captain.
you would say that his temperament is a bit of suspect.
I'm not too sure.
I mean, we've got to give everyone a shot.
I mean, if anyone can do it, Ferguson can do it, right?
Yeah,
if
that's
anyone
right.
can
That's
sort
where
a
I was
player out,
driving
Alex
at.
Ferguson
Yeah.
can sort a player out.
That's right.
But to me, big question mark is his mentality to the game.
Yeah. The talent's there is given, but
Oh, for
I think
sure.
it's management-wise. Got to see.
So what do you think will be your ideal formation which to exploit all four big striking talents?
Berbatov's a no-brainer. He's going to be the central figure, focal to the point. Wayne Rooney's going to start reveling in
Well, you see him as a hitman.
He is
Berbatov.
definitely
You
a
see him
hitman.
as a.
But the way United plays is very flexible and dynamic, you see. I don't see Berbatov in long spells of the game just in the centre. They're going to be moving around a lot, which makes it very hard to man-mark United. Typically in games last season, you could see Ronaldo's on the left, on the right, Rooney's left, right, Tevez, likewise, everyone.
Yeah.
And with Berbatov in a new dimension, someone tall, someone,
So in short, all the defense will be drawn left, right, center, everywhere until.
But that's the whole idea. But the game's changed a lot, so it's not the typical 4-4-2 where you got backs on the right,
No.
coming
This
in.
is no
it's
longer.
changed a lot.
It's not the same game that you would watch
So
10
we got
years
a
ago.
web comment here asking you, Shawa, whether Berbatov will tilt the title hopes to Old Trafford.
Oh, definitely it tilts it closer to our chances better because we were clearly missing a striker last season. For some matches, we really were wondering, hey, if only we had one man, because Tevez is a bit short, but stuff. But yeah.
Well, Tevez isn't your typical striker, right?
That's
Tevez
right,
would
right.
be more of a sitting in the hole, making things happen.
I recall having
But
games.
he clashed with Mr. Berbatov then.
Yeah, but this is the situation now. You've got to consider a team like Manchester United, a team like all these 4 teams, no longer look and say, oh, this year we'll go for the Premiership. Maybe we'll go for the Champions League. It's not like that no more. You're talking 4 teams who will fight for all titles, everything,
That's right.
across the board. So you've got to now talk about a squad. This is where, to be perfectly honest, this is where Arsenal fall short for me. Starting 11, no problem.
Well,
If
have
they're
you
all
seen
fit-
our youth squad though? On the other hand,
Yeah, but you're pitting
This
the
is
youth
the game.
squad.
We got to get the old heads
Good
in.
for the League Cup,
Yeah.
I must say.
No,
Good for the League Cup.
but when you're talking about strength and depth, this is how you fell apart last season. The big guys get injured. The bottom of their team just fell out. By Christmas, they were miles ahead. They're playing the best football. It all just collapsed. I'm not being prejudiced towards Arsenal, but strength and depth is something they lack. It's something that Liverpool have been working on over the past few seasons, because now you need 2 teams. It's no longer one team.
We'll leave those two to argue their cases later.
Next month.
Next month, when Champions League begins.
Maybe we'll drink to that. Yeah.
And so as all of you all might know that Manchester United not only won the league last year, they also came in champions of Europe.
I feel
that
so
was sweet.
That was brilliant, isn't it? So
sweet for some.
So right now, the Champions League group, you have Celtic, you have Villarreal, you have a nobody called AAB Albert.
Oh, yeah.
Good chance?
No, I think the game's really gone up a lot, overall whole. So I wouldn't really, count my, eggs before they hatch. But there's no easy team in the Champions League. That's the reason why it's called Champions League. You've seen seasons before. There's always a surprise team coming in, So I would just be glad with the 9 points needed or 10 points to get through, and we think about
Which you can
second
get at
round.
Old Trafford.
Yeah.
Well, we shall see. All right, we got another wet comment. You look like Santino Marella.
If I knew who that was, I would consider it a compliment, whoever that may be.
should Google
Got a
that now.
question for
He's
you.
a wrestler.
Chelsea are doing fine now without Didier Drogba. Will the return of Didier Drogba result in a loss of momentum?
Absolutely not. I truly believe, and obviously, again, with some prejudice, I believe that Didier Drogba is possibly the most complete striker.
I
In
wouldn't
the,
say that.
in the sense of, when your team is against a wall and you need to defend for your lives, you can rely on him. If you need a moment of brilliance, Didier Drogba. And this is why we've tried so hard to keep him. He's a great striker, and I don't believe there's any loss of momentum.
I've lost a number of times I've written what a fearsome striker he is in the company.
I mean, even as an accolade to Didier Drogba, and I'll never forget, Jamie Carragher was asked who's the toughest player he's ever played against. And he said he didn't even think about it.
I was stunned
Didier
when he
Drogba.
do that turn against
Yeah.
Jamie Carragher.
And this is
The
what he
ball
can
went
do.
straight in.
Yeah.
I mean, he may be so
Who knows
erratic.
What next? When he was stunned, he thought he was giving a pass, but he just...
And
But you
five
do
minutes
realise,
before,
of course,
5 minutes
that
before, he's
Jamie
falling
Carragher
over on the
always gets
floor,
down,
he's
right?
miskicking the ball, he's just so unpredictable. He's not what you would consider like a Thierry Henry vintage, beautiful striker with elegance. He's not.
No,
He's,
I got to give credit to Didier. He's built for the modern game. He's got a pace. He's
I
got
mean, the
power.
Champions League last season, that was
Yeah.
the downside of Didier Drogba.
True.
But many upsides.
You know, against Liverpool, that's the great side of Didier Drogba. You know, he's in a lot of respects, like a clown. And I don't think a lot of Chelsea fans see him as that.
So I got another question for you.
Things is different if Terry had done that goal, the penalty,
Yeah.
I was, oh,
But that's, you know what, in truth, that's football.
yeah.
And that's why we all turn up week after week. It's so unpredictable.
Scolari, your
Yes.
new manager.
Yes.
Do you think he's better than Mourinho?
That's very difficult because you have to look at this from a few different perspectives. I think as a tactical man, Mourinho was one of the best in the game. From a popularity perspective, he did nothing for the image of Chelsea. People hated him and hated
They hated
Chelsea.
Jose.
Oh, absolutely. I truly believe, unless you're a hardcore football fan who could see what Mourinho was about, you would like him. But I think his arrogance, I think the way he came into the Premiership, took that championship, took it again, puffing his chest out. I don't think people like that. I think that's too abrasive for people. You know, like with Roman Abramovich's money and this
Can't
sort of.
believe it. This is the first time I'm hearing this from.
No, I mean,
Chelsea
I'm
fans.
just saying. I mean, I loved him. I loved him. I mean, I was absolutely, and as well as all my Chelsea friends, the Chelsea supporters club. It was like people were mourning, like it's the end of us. There's no more. We're going to get relegated. You know, this was kind of the sentiment that this one man, and he kind of had this on the team. It was like almost like a military mentality. You know, if you played for Mourinho, you'd run through a brick wall for him. You know, you saw that Chelsea team. We were the only team you would see score one goal in the first 5 minutes, and you'd say, "Our game's over. That's it. It's finished. Chelsea will win 1-0." Just for 85
So compared
minutes.
to that, those two championship-winning teams, and with the team right now, you've got new people like Deco, Jose Bosingwa. Do you think that this is by far your best squad now, or now that you even got rid of Deadwood like Andrei Shevchenko?
Yes, I mean, I know I'll probably upset a few guys in the Chelsea supporters club. Deadwood Shevchenko is good to get rid of. It was never going to happen. It was I don't know who. Roman Abramovich had some crazy childhood idea that Shevchenko was the golden boy. You know, the Premiership's it's a different league, and it was never going to work out. I like the idea of Scolari. I think he's a top coach. You know, all the experience, big games. So yeah, I'm pleased. I'm pleased we got Scolari. Slightly better than Avram Grant.
Well,
Just a bit.
so you've got Bordeaux, you've got Roma,
And we've got the team that no one can pronounce.
yeah.
Are you going to give it a go?
Cluj, whatever.
That one.
What was that?
Cluj.
Yeah.
From Romania, anyway.
I mean, to be honest with you, Champions League wise, as a hardcore Chelsea fan,
do you really want it, or do you?
no,
think
I
that
don't. I
winning
want
ano-
the Premiership.
Taking the Premiership. from-
Premiership's the one. I think the Champions League is possibly one of the most overrated competitions on the face of this planet. It's a cup competition, in my opinion. I get as much enjoyment watching the FA Cup. You know, and the Champions League, it's become this sort of weird commercial holy grail that everyone's got to win. You're not a top team unless you've won the Champions League.
But much depends on the luck of the draw.
Well, it's not. It's a cup competition. You know, you look at what Manchester United did to Roma.
Yeah.
They'd never do that normally. That was just on the night. You know, there's been some weird results. Porto won it. It's a cup competition, and the final with Liverpool, to me, summarised how it is a cup competition. To me, if you ask any hardcore Liverpool fan, what's the most important? Premiership, for sure. Take that back home, because that's 38 games, consistency.
All right, we're going to go for a short break right now. Keep those comments coming in. Do call us, email us. We'll be right back with our EPL Mouth Off. See you later.
So beginning to